Rehan was sitting at his desk looking at the file, but couldn't find a solution at all. It had been only 2 weeks since he joined the new job, and this report had to be submitted by tomorrow, his first major responsibility. Rehan didn't just want to finish the work, he wanted to prove to the team in his very first month that he knows how to take responsibility and doesn't hesitate to ask for help either. Everyone in the office whispered about one person, Mr. Chowdhury, senior, experienced, but so serious and grumpy that no new person dared to go near him. Rehan asked the colleague at the next desk, "How would it be if I went to Mr. Chowdhury? I heard he is extraordinary in file management." The colleague laughed and said, "Brother, very few people have the courage to go to him. Last month, someone took tea for him, praised him. He didn't even look back." Doubt arose in Rehan's mind. If he doesn't get help, the deadline might be missed. But if he goes and gets insulted, that too would be a bad experience in the very first month. He knew direct praise or flattery would annoy Mr. Chowdhury even more. Many had tried this before and failed. He needed a path that wouldn't seem like flattery to Mr. Chowdhury, but rather reach him as genuine respect for his skills. Rehan thought throughout the day, in between work, how to proceed. Towards the afternoon, gathering courage, he went to Mr. Chowdhury's desk. Mr. Chowdhury lifted his head and looked up, no expression on his face, eyebrows slightly furrowed. Rehan said in a calm, normal voice, "Brother, I heard your file management is flawless. I am stuck a bit with one of my tasks. Could you spare 2 minutes of your valuable time?" Mr. Chowdhury's facial expression didn't change for a moment. He remained silent. Rehan's heart was pounding. He thought maybe this will also fail, just like the rest. After a few seconds of silence, Mr. Chowdhury stood up. "Which file?" he asked briefly. Rehan breathed a sigh of relief and showed the file. Mr. Chowdhury looked at it attentively, asked a few questions, and then fixed the problem with his own hands. At the end of the work, Mr. Chowdhury gave a slight smile, which almost no one in the office had ever seen. "If something like this happens, come again," he said. Rehan thanked him and returned, but the matter didn't end here. The next week, in a meeting when another senior was criticizing Rehan's work, Mr. Chowdhury suddenly spoke up. "His work is actually well organized. I've seen it myself." A silent amazement spread across the whole room. Mr. Chowdhury never speaks up for anyone like this. Rehan's colleagues later asked in surprise, "What magic did you do? He never listens to anyone." Rehan smiled. "I didn't praise him, didn't treat him to tea. I only showed respect to his expertise and asked for a small help." Months passed, and Mr. Chowdhury slowly began to soften towards Rehan. He would come forward on his own to help with any complex task, and even praised him in front of others. One day during lunch, Rehan gathered the courage and asked, "You don't help anyone easily. Why was it an exception in my case?" Mr. Chowdhury thought for a while and said, "You didn't demand anything from me. You valued my expertise. It's a different kind of feeling." Rehan understood this is the real secret. People are not as influenced when someone gives them something as they are when they give something to someone themselves, and that act of giving becomes a recognition of their own skills. While leaving the office that evening, Rehan thought to himself, 2 weeks ago, sitting at the desk, he was suffering from hesitation. Today, sitting at the same desk, he knows the hardest person in the office is also standing by his side. Remember, to win someone over, you don't always have to give them something. Sometimes just asking for a small help from them creates the biggest connection.